So in this problem, they have provided, a rect, that is your a cylinder of 42 diameter. So we can able to understand we are going to develop a cylinder over here. So first I am going to show this is my cylinder condition. This is my cylinder. So the top view of the cylinder will be surely of a circular profile. Okay, they clearly provided 35° to HP. So I am developing my top view on the HP. So on this one, where they are telling that 25 from the top and 35° inclination plane is developing. So I am going to mark from this point. They are telling a 35° is over here. Then they are representing that it is having an 45°. So I am going to represent a point over here as this is my 45°. So I am going to develop my point from here to here. So this is your cutting section reference diagram, where we can able to come to a conclusion that this is your top view, this is your front view. Your true view position will be over here. The true view position will be like an oval shape, because when you cut and cylindrical surface with certain angle, you can able to find an oval shape will be created. So this is a simplest diagram. Okay, now first I am going to develop my xy plane, that is my reference plane. Okay, this is my xy plane. Okay, I am going to represent this as x. Okay, this is my x plane, x and y plane. I'm marking over here. Then followed by, this is your VP and this is your HP. Okay, so based on our question understanding, we can able to develop our circle. First I am going to consider, okay, my circle dimension as 42. So I am going to consider this as my 42 over here. Or I can take a smaller one. So this is my 42 diameter circle. I'm going to mark this as my 42 diameter circle from here. So this is my 42 diameter circle from this point to this point. This is my 42 diameter circle. 42 diameter circle. Okay, then followed by, I am going to develop my reference planes. For developing my reference planes, I am considering from, or what shall we do? Shall we directly go for reference line, or we want to split this circle into some parts? Anyone can answer. Shall I directly split the circle into 8 parts? So I am going to split my circle into 8 equal parts. Okay, splitting my circle into 8 equal parts. Then followed by another 2 more lines from this point to this point. then from here to here. Okay, now I am going to start extending my reference lines. Okay, so this is my first point, then this is my second point, then this is my axis third point, then this is my fourth point, and this is my fifth point. Okay, so I think you can just move this maybe over here. Okay, so I have developed my reference line. Now they have provided the axis is 55 mm in length, so I am going to take 55 mm from my axis. So rotating it, I think we can keep it over here. Okay, maybe here. Okay, now I'm going to mark and cut an arc. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to mark my positions. That is, I'm developing my what? Sorry, it's a cylinder type. So once again, I'm keep it over here and cut an arc for my reference. Okay. Now I'm going to consider my cylinder surface. My cylinder surface over here. The same surface on the bottom. Then I'm going to develop from okay, from here to here, then from this point to this point. So this is my cylinder now. So my front view is ready, my top view is ready. Now I want to consider, they are telling meets the axis as a point 20 mm from the top. So from the top I want to mark, this is 55, so I am considering this point as my 20 mm for my reference. Okay, so I am cutting an arc over here. This is my 25 mm. Now I am going to keep my protractor over here. Okay, I am going to keep my protractor over here, and I am going to mark where is my 35 degree is. So this is my 35 degree and this is my center point for that. Now I am removing my protractor and considering my cutting plane now. Okay, I am going to consider my cutting plane is passing in this condition. Can you able to understand this? Okay, I am going to consider this is my cutting plane. So after completing this, we can start giving the numbering, then only you can able to proceed with this. So I am going to consider this as point 1, okay, then this as point 2, then this as point 3, then followed by this point as point 4 and this point as point 5, then this point as point 6 and this point as point 7 and this point is point 8. Okay, we have marked all the points now. Now what shall we do is that after cutting this plane, we can mark this as your central point called V. Sorry, where is V? And this is V and this is T. Okay, V and T. Okay, now anyone have any doubt until this one? Anyone is having any doubt? So now we will start marking the points how it looks like to develop our condition how it is. So I am going to consider this point is marked here, then this point is yes, சொல்லுப்பா. கரெக்டு. பட் ஆனால் நான் இது வந்து எப்படி சொல்கிறது, 55 mm எடுக்கல. இல்லை, நான் இது 50 mm மெஷர் பண்ணல. இப்போ நான் இப்போ ஸ்கேல் வச்சு 1 செகண்டுக்கு இப்போ நான் ஸ்கேல் வச்சு இந்த பாயிண்ட்லேருந்து 55 mm நான் மார்க் பண்ணேன்னு இங்கே வருமா? இப்போ இதை எடுத்து நான் இங்கே வச்சு இங்கே கட் பண்ணோன்னா என்னோட எவ்வளோ வருது ஷேப்பு? இவ்வளோ தான் வருது கரெக்டாக? அப்போ என்னோட சிலிண்டர் சைஸ் குறையும். அப்போ நீங்கள் சொல்கிற மாதிரி அந்த பாயிண்ட் இங்கே தான் வரும். ஓகேவா? சரி, வேணா அப்படியே பண்ணிடலாம். இந்த பாயிண்டில் வச்சுட்டு I will mark over here. Okay, now what happens is that your point will start from here and end here. Okay, then marking my lines. Now once again I am taking my scale and I am measuring what is the distance. That is, they provided the distance as 20. So this is my 20. I am placing over here from the top and cut an arc over here. Okay, so now bringing my protractor at this point and considering what, at 35 degree. For 35 degree it will be over here, then followed by considering the line, considering the black one from this point to this point. Is that right? Now you are getting the similar one. That means I did not consider the dimension free drawing I performed. When you do the dimension type of drawing, you will get this answer only. Okay, so now considering this as my reference plane as V and my reference plane this as T. Okay, now I am going to mark my dimension. For marking the dimension, going to consider an extended line from here and another one line from this point. Okay, so now I am going to mark my dimension. For marking the dimension from here to here, what is the distance? Then from here to here, these are the two dimensions we want to mark for our cylinder. One is 55, that is 55 as the height. Then another one is, that is 20 over here from the top. So the distance from this point to this point. Okay, are you clear with this part now? Are you clear with this part? Okay, now I am going to consider this as 1 dash as usual, keeping this as 1 dash. Okay, then considering 2 dash on the next point here, then considering 3 dash over here, then considering 4 dash, that is over here, the next point of cutting, then another one is 5 dash on the top over here, then once again 6 dash on the other side, then 7 dash on the opposite side, then 8 dash or you can keep over here alone, that is on the axis, and the other points you can keep, because 5 dash you will get once again over there. So if you take like this, you can able to find 2 dash and 8 dash over here. 1 and 5 are more over a circular components, means same. So you cannot, it's like a fixed point, so you will consider only one. Now what I am going to do is that I am going to mark what are the cutting planes over here, that is cutting points. One is cutter, so I am placing a point over here. 2 dash and 8 dash are cutted, so I am going to place it over here and over here. Okay, then 3 dash and 7 dash are cutted, so I am going to place that also over here and here. Then 6 dash and 4 dash are cutted, I am going to place here and here. Then 5 dash is also cutted, so I am going to place over here. So what it represents now, the entire part is cutted, so I am going to show that over here as the entire section is cutted. My entire section is cutted, so I want to show how it is cutted. Okay, so the entire portion is cutted. I want to show this with hashed lines. Now we want to develop a parallel line for our cutting plane, so I am going to develop a parallel line now. Okay, I am going to develop a, I am just keeping over here, this is my parallel line. So I am representing this as, I am going to represent this as x1, 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 and this as y1, my reference planes. Okay, so you can show your true shape over here. For showing my true shape, I'm going to consider from here to here is my true shape. From this point to, sorry, not that point, maybe over here to here, this is my true shape. And from this point to here is my true shape. And from this point to this point is my true shape. So this is my true shape condition. This part is removed. So now I am going to develop my reference planes. Okay, so we want to develop this in a perpendicular condition. Okay, then point 2 to this one, then from point 3 to here, then point 4 dash 6 dash to here, then point 5 dash to here. Okay, now take your compass, keep it on the point, then sorry, keep it in the point, measure what is the distance of 1, then keep it over here, rotate your compass and mark, sorry, mark over here. Mark here. Then take your compass, keep it on this point, then rotate it, then measure what is the distance, then once again keep it over here and develop an arc. Then consider same point, then rotate your compass, then measure this point, place it over here, rotate your compass and mark your point. Then keep it on this point, rotate your compass and measure what is the distance over here. Keep the compass on this point, rotate it, cut the arc over here. Then once again take your compass, keep it over here on the axis, measure what is the dimension, then keep it here once again, rotate your compass, cut over here. Then once again on our last before point, then measure at what distance it will be, like here. Then take your compass, place it on this condition, rotate it and cut an arc here. Then once again keep the compass over here, then rotate it, measure the distance, then keep it on this condition, rotate the compass and create an arc over here. Then once again keep it on the last point, rotate the compass, measure the distance, keep your compass over here on the last point, then rotate it and cut an arc over here. Okay, so after this you can mark what are the points. Okay, for marking the points, this is your 1 dash. Okay, then followed by this is your 2 dash, 2 dash. This is your 3 dash, and this is your point 4 dash. Then this is the point 5 dash. Then this is the point 6 dash. Then this is the point 7 dash. And the last one is 8 dash. Okay, now consider, if you connect all these points, it looks like a semicircle. Sorry, it looks like a oval. So I'm going to consider this as white and white. If you cut and project it, it looks like this. It's like a oval, and you want to mark the slashes inside. Sorry. Okay, this is the end diagram. So anyone have completed this diagram on the way? Anyone have completed this diagram? Please understand, if this arc, that means if this is having a short distance, this cutting plane will be on this line. So when you consider this line, you will get some space over here. When it is below your this line, that is on the top line, when it is below, you want to show that the entire region is cutted. Okay, when it is above your line, that is on the top top surface line, you want to show some amount of region is having space. But in this problem they have provided as 20 mm, so it is on very below. Then they have provided the angle is 35, which has cut one of the corner of your circle, that is your cylinder, so that the entire circle, that is your cylinder, is cutted into a sectional condition. So this is the solution for this diagram. So anyone is having any doubt on this?